Hey yo, what up? This is Matt here on Just for Fun. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and generally be groovy. This deck is fucking sweet. This is called Labman. I've wanted to build a Laboratory Maniac combo deck ever since Innistrad, and I just kind of never got around to it. Definitely works with like a self-mill strategy, but when the last set came out and I saw this card spoiled, I just knew it had to happen. It curves out perfectly, Lab Maniac into Inverter, and what this does is it removes all the cards from your library, and then just replaces your library with your graveyard. So that's kind of a big drawback because unless you have a whole bunch of cards there, you could die really quick before this kills your opponent. So turning that drawback into a plus is Lab Maniac. Basically, if you have no cards left, then this kind of wins you the game. So it's kind of a fun two-card combo. Now, I've messed around with this deck quite a lot. It's gone through several iterations already, so I'll talk about how it is in its current state, but I mean, there's so much you could do with this deck. There's a lot of different ways to go. Basically, Lab Maniac Inverter is the only requirement, and then the rest is kind of optional. I decided to go with like a control shell and a fun sideboard plan. So Gitaxian Probe is another card I would definitely include, as well as Thoughtseize and Inquisition. Definitely those need to be in the deck for the deck to work. You want to clear the way for your combo, and also what Probe allows you to do is draw the last card. So if you have one card or whatever in your graveyard, or if you probe early and then when you flip your deck over with Inverter, you draw Probe and you can get to the kill with Lab Maniac faster. Serum Visions and Think Twice also doing the same thing. Think Twice kind of a nombo with Relic. Relic also recently added to the deck. Works really well to exile your own stuff. Randomly hoses opponents, but also allows you to sort of, let's say you have Lab Maniac in play, and you cast Inverter. So with the Inverter ability on the stack, activate Relic, which will remove your stuff. Well, I mean, anyway, you get the point. Basically, lets you remove everything first so that you'll have fewer cards left over afterwards. Remand digs you into your combo and stalls. I put a couple main deck sweepers in Drown in Sorrow and Languish, and some Murderous Cuts for targeted removal. Fleshwrither, an interesting find in Gatherer here. This is basically a hill giant, and then you can sack it to tutor for Inverter, and it puts it directly into play. So this is kind of a cool card. I might end up using this for other decks too. So my sideboard plan is either, we can do a couple things. We can either board in Duress to protect the combo, and go more controlling, or we can board out the combo, board out the Lab Maniacs, the Relics, and that kind of stuff, and board in these aggressive creatures, these hard to deal with threats, and just beat down. And that plan I found has worked because people board in all this stuff to get rid of your Lab Maniacs and your all your other kind of interactive stuff, and then you just say, okay, screw it, I'll just beat you down. And sometimes you can't beat a 5/5 flyer on turn 3, or a 5/5 ground guy, like, just put some big stompy things in front of them and win that way. So the deck is hilarious. It's a lot of fun to play. Please watch match 1. You'll see the combo go off, and hopefully you'll be impressed. I hope you like it. I really enjoyed playing with this deck.